the internet is one of those massive devices. We used to think that the internet was going to be this very powerful tool that was going to unite people, and there was going to be this digital cosmopolitanism that occurred as a result of it. And in fact, it's done almost the opposite. It has created fractures, and people have really viewed and seen their differences exposed to the world in much more dramatic ways than we could have ever anticipated. And as that becomes an increasing part of people's social realities, that's going to trigger certain forms of vulnerability, emotional vulnerability, especially. So that, combined with physical and structural issues of inequality and vulnerability, that provides the foreground for individuals and groups who have a mission and want to be able to kind of serve either their own ends or some ideological purpose. They can easily recruit individuals who feel those fears and have those kinds of sentiments and are open to new ways of being and belonging in the world that might help preserve what they're fearing is going to be lost. There are a lot of different ways that the internet uses is a narrative tool, and that's one of the most important things, is that the internet, because it's disembodied, has the ability to create narratives that can appear as true, can appear as a real part of everybody's life. What we've seen in relation to, in particular in northern Iraq and in relation to ISIS, there are many communities that are using false stories to be able to propagate historical heroism in these communities. So there are many instances of ISIS soldiers being portrayed as superhuman super soldiers, and on the other side too, there's this strange, almost superhero battle that takes place on the internet, where people are fed these stories of these super soldiers that fight for an important cause but are somehow invulnerable and have killed dozens, if not hundreds, of people. And the reality of it is, in most cases, though, it's a caricature of what goes on in the theater of combat. But it's one way in which the internet gets used as a way of establishing hyperbole, of creating stories that then appeal to people. And so, more than just a military battle, this is a battle of ideas, and the internet gets to be some of the staging ground for the theater of combat in terms of the battle of ideas.